You know, we really appreciate you spending some time with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. It means the world to us when you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Brandon Rhymes Realty, and download the podcast. We really appreciate that. At CQB Show on Instagram, at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram as well. We're going to be talking with Fred Muth, Tampa Screens and Aluminum, here in just a moment. One of our contractor extraordinaires, expert contributor in the contracting space, cost of supplies, supply chain permits, and he has these beautiful screen rooms that he can add to your home or business. And before we do, just a hot listing here, we want to talk about 605 Monterey Avenue. This is a great opportunity to own real estate right here in Tampa Bay, one of the hottest real estate markets in the country. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2163 square feet. It's a non-flood zone. You have newer water heaters, roof AC. I love the pool area. You got a private pool here with a waterfall screened in, and it's on a road that has kind of a dead end, so it's kind of a cul-de-sac road here as well. 605 Monterey Avenue in Clearwater, Florida. Beautiful home, and you can see all of our real estate listings at PlatinumCoastalElite.com.
This is God's country.
All right, Fred Muth, Tampa Screens and Aluminum. How you been, my friend?
Fantastic. I'm a little disappointed you didn't identify me as the Tin Man.
AKA.
Okay, so I will say the Tin Man is here to talk about the in-between space. That's a couple of terms that you created, and I love it. Several years back.
Yeah, that's right, man. In-between space. So what do you mean by that in-between space?
Well, inside the house is air-conditioned. It's, 74, 75, in some cases 76, and it's 88 out all the way out back, and in between with what we build, you may find a nice moderate temperature of somewhere around 81. That's one way to do it.
Yeah,
you're trying to find the in between space that satisfies your body temperature, and in a lot of cases people do complain about 75, 76 degrees inside, so they will go outside, and now it's 88, 90 outside. So they come in under the patio, and it's a nice even 81 or 82, and it's nice, very livable.
Yeah, absolutely. And you also work on the pool rooms, the screened in lanais around your pool, the pool areas, and you have that new strategy too, that innovation in that area as well.
Yeah, the pano / open view conversions, we're doing a lot of that, and basically your standard cage, 40 by 20 or whatever. You may have 5 openings in the back, with uprights and a chair rail. In today's world, you can eliminate all of that if you want to. It's my recommendation to not open up to 40 feet. I don't like a full 40 feet. I like, for example, to go to 220s. I try to limit my openings to 25 at the most. I just feel that it's a stronger enclosure, and you get less twisting and turning of the aluminum. When you get twisting and turning of the aluminum in the heat, obviously the screen panels can get some wrinkles and ripples in them, and that typically does not happen if you do not exceed the 25-foot span. But we can go the other way. If we go in excess of that, there's much more massive beam structure, that incorporates into the project as well as the price. But I still like to limit it up to about 25 feet. I have a really nice job down here on the Alafire River that we built maybe about a year ago, and it was 75 feet wide, the cage, and I think he had 10 openings in the back, a bunch of uprights and chair rails. Now he has 3 25s, and he is one of the happiest customers that I have. Sit there on the patio, you look out, and you see the entire Alafire River. This is the idea. You have to have a real nice backdrop coming off the property, river, lake, golf course, for example. That's where the most of these conversions take place, and it's just a really beautiful concept. Many years ago, a lot of customers would ask me to open it up, and the engineering was not available. When the engineering became available, every aluminum contractor in the state of Florida really began selling a lot of these. And we typically sell many, many conversions to the open or pano view. When I say open versus pano, open would be typically open panels on the rear of the cage. Pano view, panoramic view, specifically means all the way around, which we can do it either way. But a lot of people, they just like the rear opened up, and it costs a little bit less to do that. If we open up the rear with either, a couple of panels or just one big panel, we we build the sides so that the sides kind of blend in to a degree. We eliminate the chair rails on the sides, and it really gives it a nice open view. If I had a cage with a pool, that's what I would do. Even though I don't have the best backdrop, at the rear of the yard, I would do it specifically because I think it's really nice to have it completely open without lots of uprights, lots of aluminum to look through.
Right. Yeah, I like that as well. And you're adding value to the home. So your home's going to sell faster. It's going to appreciate as well. We talked to our friend Ray Hall Appraisals as well about, value, adding on to the home, the value that it adds. And then what are you seeing as far as cost of supplies? Has the supply cost continued to rise? What are you seeing there?
Costs of supplies have stabilized to a degree, and I say to a degree because I'm very cautious because the next time the next big storm blows through, that changes.
Right.
It's a commodity. The aluminum and all the products that we use to install these enclosures specifically is a commodity, and there's a lot of big players in there that know how to make money, that sell the product and sell the commodities. And so I can tell you, we are subject to pay the prices that are available at the time that we go forward with the project. And seems like every time a large storm comes through, the prices typically go up long before the damage is being replaced. Like I say, that's why it's a commodity. So right now it's stable. And we're in the season. I hope we will not have a nasty season. I do not need that kind of work, although, it's money, but we do not need storm damage work. We have plenty of regular work without storm damage work.
Right.
Labor is still, labor's coming back, but labor's pricey. And I understand specifically why the installers and the installation crews charge what they charge. It's hard work. And I watch them do it.
It's hard work.
Yeah, and it's a specialty product. It's not. You have to be a certain mentality to be able to build cages, and not everybody can do it. There's guys that come down from the north years ago, and they were framers up in the north. They thought they could get in the screen business, and when they get in the screen business, they found out that the tolerances were so much tighter on the enclosures, and there was a lot of other nooks and crannies and things to concern building an enclosure versus framing. So they went back to framing, and I'm not. There's no disrespect for them type of people, but believe me, it is a challenge to try to build one. I watch them.
How do you want people to connect with you, my friend?
813-960-7064 is usually the best way.
Tampa Screens and Aluminum. You can find them online as well, and on our website, consumerqb.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors. Fred, always great catching up with you, man.
Likewise. Talk to you soon.
All right. Hey, another great show. Dwayne Bischoff, Alex Lima, Fred Muth, and thank you to our producers today, Nicole and Alex and Jose. Appreciate you as always. Please go out there, consider committing a random act of kindness, do something kind for one another, be a force for good in the community, and we'll see you next time. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback.